Why, oh, hey there! Welcome to Single File Line, episode 15. I fucking nailed it this time. I didn't even have to ask. I'm on top of this shit tonight. Don't even
You hesitate
worry.
a little bit though. You're like,
Hey, shut the fuck up,
and
Dakoteh. I
then
don't
like
care.
Nick knew. Nick was on point, and I know Nick.
Nick was over there taking notes. He had studied this shit.
He just looked it up just so he could look up the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, about an hour or two ago.
Speaking of which, I guess that's a good time to shout out that playlist. The playlist that's finally been
Yes,
made.
that is actually written down on my list of things to say real quick.
Well, shit, this is a natural segue, and might as well throw it out at the start because we're a music podcast and shit.
Ish, yeah.
Ish, yeah.
So the Spotify playlist that we were gonna do, I mean, you were gonna do it, Nick. I don't fuck with Apple Music or Spotify. But the Spotify playlist, I think we put the link to it in the first or the second episode, and that was that. And we brought it up like an episode or two ago. And we brought it up like an episode or two ago, and you hadn't done it, so you did it. I was there when you did it.
I got the Spotify one up to date. I still haven't touched the Apple one in a while. But when I make a playlist like that on Apple, I have to have the playlist or the songs in my library, which I don't necessarily want a lot of.
Spotify, I feel like, is the more popular one, the more common one.
Yeah, Spotify's probably more popular anyway.
Yeah.
AKA Apple Music sucks.
But
Spotify's go.
In that regard, I'll agree.
Yeah, so it's fine. We can have that link in the description if you can send it to me, please.
Yeah, definitely. I want to see it. 'Cause I haven't checked it out.
Yeah, so you said there's only a couple songs missing: Binary Sunset and the MF Doom
Binary
song.
Sunset for obvious reasons, and Lane did a GG Doom song a month ago.
Yeah,
that's not on Spotify either.
Okay.
But other than that, everything's on there.
So you're gonna keep it up to date? You gonna add this week's songs?
You don't need to do it every week. I just every now and then catch up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I stay on top of it, it's a lot easier. So
yeah,
I'll try
right.
this time.
All right, so I guess from there we can just go straight into the actual music.
Yeah. Sure.
So I guess the first song is Nick's that I have written down. Used to.
Oh shit! Switching up. I think you went first, like quite a few weeks in a row. I'm just saying, switching it up with Nick.
Just whatever I have written down first. Mine's the second one written down.
Do not question
I don't really know why I write them. I just write them down, dude. I don't know. But Nick's is the first one I've written down. Juice WRLD, Used to.
Juice WRLD.
Here's the thing, man. You've shouted him out once before, right?
No.
I thought you did.
Nope. That was the first time.
Well, then maybe you've shown me songs from him before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I feel like
likely.
I've 100% like heard him, and it was from you. Yeah. But I don't know, man. I feel like I didn't like him whenever you showed him to me before. Like I just I don't remember what the song was, but I remember not liking him.
You showed everyone Lucid Dreams.
Was it?
Right?
That was his biggest.
Probably Lucid Dreams is what you heard.
I don't know. I just feel like I didn't like it, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I actually liked this, dude. Honestly, like I would listen to it, and I'd listen to more. I mean, does he have like a lot of his songs like this kind of vibe? This like
yeah.
I would listen to more. I would 100% listen to more.
Yeah, the entire album is this vibe.
I'll listen to the
that
album.
vibe and that topic almost too.
Yeah,
it's like a drug vibe and a girl vibe.
Yeah. I mean, this song is all about like, I mean, I guess like a girl. But I'm down, dude. Like tell me the album. I'll listen to the album.
Goodbye and good riddance.
Yeah. I literally listened to it today. I had a plane flight back home, and I was looking for something to listen to, so that was what I actually picked. And I listened to the whole fucking album, and I didn't even realize it was your song this week until I actually got back. So more just talking about the album in general, because a lot of the songs are pretty similar
Some of them,
sounding.
They
have the same vibe definitely throughout all of them, and I like it in general. I think he has more of a style closer to like Young Thug or something, with like the auto-tune trap kind of beats, right? Like that's just. But I think he's the first person to do that kind of Young Thug auto-tune trap beat style well. Like his voice isn't so bad that the auto-tune takes over and makes him sound like
it is
he's actually close.
His voice.
Right?
Like there's auto-tune help, but it's mostly his voice.
Exactly, right? He's good enough to like pass with auto-tune, which makes it like so much better.
Oh yeah.
I saw you comparing him to Drake, and I don't get the Drake comparison.
Wait, when did I
You said he was going to be the next Drake or something.
Oh, I'm talking about in terms of hits.
In terms
he's
of size,
blowing up.
Yeah, he is getting big. You're right about that for sure. But
And-
definitely not style-wise.
I don't know enough about
he's different
about
from
all
Drake.
this to comment really.
but yeah, all in all, like, I don't love him, but I definitely can't hate him. I got a little tired of the album by the end of it, I felt like, but I like the vibe. He's the first person to do that style well to me.
I mean, yeah,
I don't. Same way with the album. I got tired of it.
Absolutely love him, but I did think he was pretty good, and I'd listen to the album. I obviously haven't listened to the album, so I can't tell you I'm tired of him. But I like this song. I like the vibe.
When I first listened to the album, I was the same way. I thought, like, man, these songs kind of all sound the same and shit. And then I came back to it a few weeks later, listened to, like... I've been listening to the album on repeat still for the last 2 weeks now, and I
might
just
give
love
it
it.
another shot, because I definitely didn't hate it. Like, as far as that vibe goes, I was digging it. And it would slap in the car, which I didn't listening to it in the car, so... I'll give it another listen. I'll give it another listen.
Okay, so, okay. So the next song on the list is mine, Prince and Av, Issues. Nick?
I got you. Alright, so alright. I like the song a lot until the, like, heavy vocals come in. And they're okay. Like,
they're
it's
not the most
worst
brutal of
screams.
vocals.
Yeah. They're not the worst sounding screams to me, but I mean, yeah, I like the instrumentation of it. I like obviously the message behind the song. It's pretty impactful.
Dude, I like the song a lot until the heavy vocals came in, and then I like jizzed in my pants. It was so good. Like I'm all like that was like the highlight. Like, dude, no, that was actually really fucking well done. I had heard of that band, but I guess because like they played at Warped and stuff, right?
How long ago are we talking? 2014 and up. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard them before, right? Like I've heard them around, and they're like semi-sizable, but I've never listened to any of their music, like period.
They blew up. It was like this album and this song or this EP and like this song and everything. They blew up in like 2013 or 2014, or they started like making a name for themselves then. And then like I remember seeing them open up for it was Let Live. They opened up for Of Mice and Men. At a show, and I was like, who the fuck are these people? Like, I can't, I think that was 2014, maybe, might be 2013, I can't remember. But they were really small, and nobody really knew who they were at the time. And then I went to Warped Tour that year, they were there, and then I've seen them open for like 3 other bands. Like, I've seen them like 6 times live. They went to Rockville in 2016. They've blown up, and I absolutely love them, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm about it for sure. I wasn't a fan, but I am now.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay, I can dig it. So the last song is yours, Lane. Your Graduation, Modern Baseball.
Your Graduation? Yeah.
Graduation.
Your Graduation?
Right.
Go ahead,
so I mean, I know this song, dude. I mean, I've heard this song.
You did?
Yeah, I've heard this song.
This song's the best.
Like plenty of times before. It's my vibe. It's my kind of song, dude. I mean, like it's
Modern Baseball.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good, dude. I want to know what you thought about it, Nick.
For the most part, I enjoyed it. I listened to it twice back to back, and I can't really remember anything I really didn't like about it. I thought it was pretty enjoyable.
Did you watch the video?
I did. I watched it once.
Good.
Yeah,
I like the video.
I was kind of reading the lyrics the second listen through, but yeah, I watched the video. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Very well written song about heartbreak and going through like that relationship or whatever, and whatever the fuck that was, because it sounded like a fucking mess, and I could fucking relate. So I love that fucking song. Yeah. And Modern Baseball is great, but they're still that indie emo vibe. But I think they're at like peak indie emo. Like they're probably one of they're the biggest emo bands that's still like actually active.
Yeah, they're pretty known, dude. I've known them for a little while now.
But that's my favorite song, so I figured I'd throw it out
It's a good song, man. I can dig it. So we can get into the songs for this week if you want. Does anybody want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go last because I want to say a couple things.
I'll go first. Fuck it. I'm gonna throw out a song from my favorite late middle school to all of high school and even a little bit now band, Dance Gavin Dance, because I don't think I've shouted out Dance Gavin Dance yet. And we're gonna be listening to the Backwards Pumpkin song. It's off one of
That's a great song.
It's off one of their second album or their first full album. They had an EP, whatever I say is Royal Ocean, and then they had a follow up album, Downtown Battle Mountain. And this is my favorite album of all time that they've made. Their clean vocalist is Johnny Craig in this, and he is a fucking angel. Every clean vocalist that they've had after him has not been near as good, but he kind of did a lot of cocaine and everybody hated him, so they kicked him the fuck out, and that was whatever. But John Mess does the uncleans, and John Mess is one of my favorite unclean vocalists ever. So this is a great song, one of my favorites off that album, and that's my favorite album for sure.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So I guess it's my... Okay, so I'm going to change it up a little bit this week, okay? I've shouted out You Vandal, right? Local band, you know, so you got to support the local band. Now I'm gonna shout out some local hip hop, dude. All right?
Yo.
I think this is the first time I've ever thrown out like a rap song, man. Seriously.
I think it is.
Yeah. So it's a very chill song. I think you're gonna like it, Nick. I think you're gonna like it, Lane. I mean, it's I've used it in an edit right when World War II came out, but Street Lamp Theory, Regular Days is the song.
What was the artist? Sorry.
Street Lamp Theory.
Street Lamp Theory. You've definitely told me about him before.
I feel like I'm gonna know this song.
It's a couple people, like
but I
Clifford, and I can't remember the other dude's name, but I know his real name, but I can't remember his like rap name. But yeah, it's like their little group.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, so that's my song. Nick?
Sweet.
Alright, so as most of you know, one of my favorite artists, XXX Tentacion, just passed away this past week. He got fucking murdered while he was shopping for a motorcycle.
Yeah, God, what the fuck? What is the world, dude?
Luckily, the police are doing some good work. They caught one of the people involved in the murder. I'm not gonna get too big into like the details of everything. So rest in peace, X. I'm gonna miss what he could have been. But this week I am going to be sharing a tribute song to him, not by him. It's called "Don't Wanna Die Today" by an artist called Daze. And
wait, did you put that in the?
Yeah. I put that in there.
Yeah. I listened to that song actually.
I don't think I did.
I did.
But there's actually a video he shot for it that I'll lead you guys towards watching.
All right.
That's pretty cool.
That
That
was
was
just
just a
Dax. How you spell Dax?
DAX.
DAX. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And pretty cool song. Pretty cool that he made that song. Like, he had some near-death experiences as well, like, back in January. Like, there were, like, 2 or 3 fires or some shit that he almost died in. So that's pretty crazy in its own right.
Way to go, man.
Yeah. But he actually he had this song, like, just in the archives and just decided to dedicate it to X. So shout out Dax. And shout out X. Rest in peace.
Alright, dude. Alright.
Yeah.
Give it a listen. We'll give it a listen. You actually shouted out an X song like second week, didn't you?
I did, and I regret that was the one I ended up. I mean, it actually wasn't. It was X and Ski Mask, so I guess I could technically just do an X song like later. Yeah. But I'm waiting for something.
You can always duplicate, man. Like
I know. I just don't want to be the first. I know someone's gonna have to do it eventually.
Definitely. Not have to. I could keep going forever.
Yeah, I could keep going for a while, but I might.
I want to.
Yeah, I want to as well.
Nah, maybe that's not what I mean, but I don't know. I was like, yeah, I have already done an X song, so. But yeah, I thought that song was cool, so I'll shout that one out.
Yeah, I listened to it, but I honestly can't. I listened to it one time, and I don't even know if I finished it, to be honest with you. And I was probably doing something in the background. I don't really remember it as much, but I remember listening to it. But I'll definitely listen to it, 100%. I mean, I'm gonna have to. So we can transition on out of that. A little sad, a little fucked up.
No. One sec.
Okay, yeah, you can talk about it.
I wasn't a big fan of X, and
I was very open to. Yeah, I was even on this show very openly like not like into him.
Still not. I still really don't like his music, and I still don't like him as a person much. But his death still bummed me out because that like
it bummed the whole world out, dude.
It didn't fucking need to happen, man. But at least like he actually brought a decent message in the world, and that's like not arguable. Like if you just look at some of the stories that he's posted on Instagram and like some of the shit that he's like done over his life, he's actively wanted to be a better person, and more so than that, he's actually encouraged others to be better people, and that was kind of his legacy. Even if he made some fucked up mistakes and did some fucked up shit,
he's human though, man. Everybody's human.
He's human, and he didn't.
He's a kid too.
He wasn't a through and through asshole, right? Like he was a true-hearted person, right?
And he's one of those people. He grew up kind of without his dad. His mom kind of was barely involved as well. I think I heard something about him being maybe in an orphanage or some shit for a while. And also, he was in jail at a young age.
I think it's good to, instead of
that's a lot, man.
I think it's good to, instead of leaving off on a bum note, think about like X's story, his past, and like the message that he brought, because he wouldn't want you to be fucking bummed about his death. Like,
oh no,
fuck it, right?
And X was the kind of artist, like, he had some of it, like, his more harder songs and more like depressing songs even, but his songs in general had a very positive message, and he was trying to get to that point. It's just
or at least
he kept just giving me the songs that were ridiculous though to listen to, Nick, you know.
Well, not even that. I've listened to his albums and stuff. He's even if it is depressing and sad, he's at least being open about it and starting a conversation about it, and like,
and he's a very emotional person
that atmosphere. He's an emotional person, obviously, right? Like the shit he's done, but like, he just seems like a true-hearted person at the core of it, and I think he brought a good message into the world, and I think that's what you should mainly remember about him more than anything. It shouldn't be
carry
like,
on his legacy.
Damn, no more music. It's like, no, he left a great legacy, and he'll be remembered, dude.
There will be more music. There's already been one song of like a new verse that he's dropped. I mean, that's not all the music he's put out. But...
Yeah, everybody has shit hidden away, but you would have maybe never had it released or whatever.
It'll just get leaked out over the years, man. Yeah, like very slowly, but I'm sure there's much more to come.
That was the point I wanted to make before we just moved on, and we're all bummed out because X wouldn't want you to be bummed out. He'd want you to turn up some shit.
Turn up or some shit.
He just wants fucking everyone to love each other pretty much. He was one of those people. He never thought anyone was going to do something wrong to him. And if he was about fighting for everything, he never believed in security and shit. That's what ended up being bad. But, he was a little, I can't think of the word, but, naive, I guess, about that. Yeah. But, yeah, he definitely had a good message, and he meant well in the world.
I think that's what will be remembered by more than anything.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of concert clips from him and stuff. Like I said, like I've never been into his music, and I think I've listened to like a good amount of his songs. I've listened to a lot of the slower songs, and I'm like, these aren't bad, you know? They're not terrible. It's not terrible, but I think you always gave me like just the crazy songs to listen to that I'm just like, fuck.
The super hard screamy type ones.
Yeah, I couldn't get into any of it, dude. But I have heard some of the ones from, like some of the softer, like better ones that are better. But I always saw these concert clips of him, like dude, just like he always had a good message, like you said, Lane. Yep. So like he'll live on, man. The legacy will live on. But I want to ask real quick, Lane. How was your trip, dude?
Trip was good. I'm only gonna talk so much about it publicly, but took a trip up to Cedar Rapids, did some work. It was fun. Not really. But I'm back now. More than anything, I guess the one good story to tell about the trip, because I got my work done the first day and whatever, it was bullshit work. I'm doing software engineering at a big company that does defense. You can figure out where I work from there, and I won't say it. But more than anything, the best story was my flight there. I took a flight. It's supposed to be a 1 hour, 45 minute, maybe 2 hour flight from Dallas to Cedar Rapids, direct.
Just chilling, yeah.
Where I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids. No. But it's about a 2 hour flight tops, and we're about to start landing, maybe 30 minutes out, and the pilot comes on and he's like, So the weather is pretty bad in Cedar Rapids right now. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to land there. We're going to pull off into St. Louis and see if we can't wait this out. But sure enough, pull off into St. Louis and we just post up and we're just waiting. And we're just waiting.
Yeah, that's the worst.
30 or 45 minutes go by and then eventually, I mean, we're still waiting, like haven't even got message. And eventually, something that you're not expecting here, the fucking flight attendant comes on the radio and is like, Tracy, bring the oxygen up front right now. We're all like,
what?
Tracy, go! So Tracy like runs up there and like, I don't even know. And then they come on afterwards and like, is there any licensed medical professionals on board right now?
Yeah, that's not something you want to hear.
That's me. Like 2 or 3 doctors like run up to the fucking front of the plane and like we didn't have any clue what was going on, but I was just sitting patiently waiting this one out like okay. And they apparently got it sorted out. We were all like murmuring like, did you see anything? Oh, what the fuck's going on? I don't fucking know. Because I'm in the back of the plane and it's happening in like first class in the front. Eventually the flight attendants come back and they're like gossiping and whatnot. And they said it was some dude who had a seizure on the fucking plane. They had to call the paramedics to come get this dude. Apparently he was like, had a gnarly seizure, like a bad one. It was like fucking out of it. I don't even know. And,
see, I feel like they need to give you a little bit of context if they're gonna put that over the like speaker and everything, you know, like for everyone to hear. It's like that's not something you want to hear.
Aren't you trained for this shit?
Yeah,
be calm.
You're like you just need to come in and be like, for the record, everybody's okay. We just have some dude up here. Like the plane's not gonna we don't have a plane problem. You know, like
the next announcement that we got was, so it looks like the weather isn't clearing out very fast at Cedar Rapids, so we're gonna hold on here about another 30 minutes or so, and we're gonna drop a new flight plan here and see if we can't get you guys over there. Like, okay, I'm just sitting here. My flight is now, I'm 4.5 hours into like sitting in a plane. And one dude like tries to go up to the front, like, let me out, dude. I'll get a rental car and fucking drive. Like, I don't want to be here anymore, right? It's like, no, you don't. There's no we're gonna go real soon. Just like almost wouldn't let him off at all. And sure enough, like 30, 45 minutes later, the pilot comes out. Keep in mind, we're in St. Louis. It's like a hop, skip, and a jump over to Cedar Rapids. It should be a 30, 45 minute flight, like tops. He comes up on the intercom. He's like, so we got our new flight plan drawn up, and
he says that much.
It's gonna be like an hour and 48 minutes. We've got to go around the storm. Sure enough, I bring up the flight plan. We're doing one of these to go like instead of doing that, we're going So I spent almost 7 hours in a plane. A dude had a seizure, and I left at 10:30 and didn't get there until like 5.
So instead of going the length of the radius, you go the whole fucking circumference, basically.
Moved down that was like fucked up, so we had to go all the way around the storm, and that was the deal. Like the weather was bad, and that was the only way they could do it safely or whatever the fuck. So man,
dude, stop being a pussy, man.
I was planning to work half a day. That didn't fucking happen.
I'm not gonna lie though, the storms in the Midwest this past week have been fucking brutal.
Yeah.
My yard has been flooded all week. So I mean,
dude, honestly, the storms everywhere have been pretty brutal, man. Like Florida's had
some
that
time of year.
Fucking gnarly shit. Like I told you about the storm the other night, man. That was like the gnarliest storm I've like fucking like heard here. That's not a hurricane in years. Like that was fucked, dude. It was so bad.
But obviously, my flight back much smoother. It was literally like an hour and 30 minutes because like the current coming back makes you faster or whatever the fuck, and I'm here, so we're all good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we were almost not gonna record an episode. I even tweeted it out, like we probably won't have an episode.
But hey, shout out American Airlines. Your flight there was but you hooked it up on the way back.
Mm,
Thanks.
Okay. All right. Okay. I can
Trying to
dig
get that sponsorship.
dig it.
I see you.
Yo, shout out.
it. Dude. I mean, we need to start something here at SFL. All right.
Yeah.
You start with
SFL brought to you by American Airlines. The best way to fly.
Use code.
Is that their
SFL.
motto, dude? Is that their
I
slogan?
don't fucking have any clue. I thought it was a good one though.
The best way to fly. Yeah, okay. It's the best slogan you can think of. Dude, what if SFL
Dude, the world's greatest flyers fly American. Going for great. Great is what we're going for. They have 3 slogans.
That's too many.
Yeah,
You just stick with
way too
one
many.
so people will remember them.
That's way too many. Dude, if SFL had a slogan, what would it be?
Following each other's footsteps or some shit. I don't know.
I have no clue, man. That's a hard
Or
question.
I have no idea,
you do
yeah,
this
a
quest
couple-
for us.
Yo, wait, what'd you say?
said,
I can't come
Nick,
up.
You do this quest for us.
Nick,
Yeah.
you do this quest for us. Yeah, I can dig that one, dude. No. We should brainstorm some slogans and come back with our ideas next week.
Dude, I dig that.
Yeah.
That would be a good topic.
Yeah.
That would be a good topic. But I do need a sec to think of some.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we should brainstorm for a week. Like come back
Come back
next week and
each or so.
discuss each other's slogan, break it down.
Okay.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that a lot.
That would be good.
That'll be interesting to see if we come up with the same one.
Or if we even come up with one at all.
True.
I do
Fair
want to say something. This is completely different than what we were just talking about, but that's okay. A few weeks ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I don't know. I told a story, just a really quick story on an SFL episode about the toilet seat at my work.
Oh yeah.
Somebody broke the toilet seat. You remember that shit? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Somebody broke the toilet seat again, bro. I don't know. I walked into work on Monday, bro, and there's just a chip out of the toilet seat taken, dude. It's like one of those seats that's like that, right? And it's like that now,
Someone has to be real pissed. Who's like, I don't know.
Slam that shit, dude. I don't know.
That shit sucked. Fuck.
The thing is, my job, the office that I work in isn't the only office that uses that bathroom. That bathroom is shared, and there's one stall, by the way, in the men's room. That bathroom is shared by 3 different offices. And I don't know who broke it. I don't know. Maybe it's not even somebody that works in my office, but it probably is. Knowing the people that work in my office did. But they replaced it pretty quickly, and this time they got a brand new style of toilet seat where it's the full circle. So I'm waiting to see how somebody breaks it this time, because it'll happen, and I'll keep you guys updated. Because I'm
That has more structural rigidity. You should be good.
I don't know, man. This guy is
Percent.
whoever's breaking it seems
Pissed, dude. There's I was gonna compare it to the PKA Taylor stories of the Poop Bandit. Have you ever heard of
remember.
the Poop Bandit? Apparently, there's some dude who pooped in the urinals at Taylor's.
Oh yes, I
school.
remember this now. Yes.
And it's like the Poop Bandit, right? He would every now and then someone would poop it, and it'd be like, who the fuck did that? And they never knew, right? He's the Poop Bandit.
That's actually
Dude,
dope.
you have a
though.
toilet seat breaking bandit.
That's true. The Poop Bandit is super interesting though, and I feel I wish more schools would have a guy like that.
Yeah. I did not have a Poop Bandit.
Me neither. I don't remember it. Nick, do you we went to the same high school, but I don't know.
I feel like it wasn't a regular occurrence or anything, but I feel like I have seen shit in a urinal at least.
We went to a
twice.
pretty disgusting high
At
school
least
too.
twice.
At least
No,
twice.
in my whole schooling career, so middle school and high school. I've never seen it in college. College, the bathrooms are actually pretty clean.
We didn't go to the same middle
True.
school.
Yeah, true.
I don't
Dude, the worst-
think I've ever seen poo in a urinal.
I haven't either. Definitely not. The worst I've ever experienced in that kind of setting was elementary school, 5th grade. I was old elementary school, and some dude kept pissing on the wall, purposely,
That's my hero right there.
obviously purposely. You're not that big of a dumbass, dude. You just piss on the wall. The piss on the wall. What the fuck is your deal, right?
Yeah.
Like we had those big tall urinals that were built into the wall. I'm sure you guys have seen them. And he was just like, "Fuck that!" He'd go to the side. And like, what's your deal? I've walked in on them doing it before. It's like, why are you pissing on the wall? So eventually, they called. I guess not to single this kid. I don't even know. But they called or maybe they didn't know. I never ratted him out. I should have. But they called all
Nah,
of us
dude, that's
to a
him.
room.
That's him thing. Like, let him do his thing, dude. Let him piss on the wall. Don't rat him out.
That's not something you can let a kid continue to do. It's not.
I'd be like, okay.
No,
Fuck the school too, whatever.
so they called like a mini 5th grade assembly or whatever, and they had the one male teacher that we had come in and talk, and he was like, "So you guys know that you guys are blessed in a certain way that girls aren't, and the fact that you can aim whenever you go and you take a piss, right?" And he's like,
No
"So you guys need to like utilize that." That was basically a synopsis of that assembly, and it was
Yeah, that's
like
quality.
15 minutes, 30 minutes of talking to 5th graders because of that one fucking kid who pissed on the wall.
So
Dude,
in
shout out school assembly.
dude, right? So I have a question real quick though. In elementary school, you only had one male teacher.
In 5th grade.
In 5th grade, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
In 5th grade, there were 2 or 3 in my elementary school, man.
Dang,
Oh, you
that's
mean in
much
your
higher
whole
than-
school? I was gonna say I've never had a male teacher until middle school.
Oh, well, like, me having teachers, I mean, I didn't have them. I didn't have any male teacher. But there were male teachers that worked there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had
Remember
that male
grade.
teacher, actually. 5th grade was the first time where I had like 2 or 3 teachers or whatever, but prior to that, it was only
I'm trying to
women.
think, dude. Yeah, it was lady, pregnant lady. lady.
True.
So, yeah.
So if the pregnant lady was like pregnant with a dude, then it's like half of a male.
I can't
inside of
remember.
her.
I can't remember if it was. I remember the day she told us that she was pregnant.
Yeah.
We came in from recess, right? I was
Hell yeah.
in 4th grade. We came in from recess, and there was like a game of hangman on the wall, and of course or on the whiteboard, you know. And of course it when we figured it out, it said I'm pregnant or something along those lines. You know? But everybody got an invite to her wedding.
Really?
All right, yeah, and she played music for all of her kids. All of her kids got to request one
cool.
song. I Was Hound Dog
Aw.
by Elvis Presley.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Like,
That's a dope teacher, actually.
I caught the bouquet.
Yeah.
Dude, what grade was that? That sounds like a dope
4th.
teacher.
4th.
That's an awesome fucking teacher.
4th
Dude, I
grade.
think my 4th grade. I had 2 teachers for 4th grade, and I think one of mine was pregnant as well.
Yeah.
But she didn't do anything like that. She was just pregnant.
My
I remember-
2nd grade teacher was.
my
And my 7th.
I was
had an English
going to the wedding in my best friend at the time. Her mom was driving us, and I remember she got pulled over like on the way to the wedding for speeding, and like my friend was just bawling her eyes out thinking her mom's about to go to jail, and I'm sitting there like, listen, she's going like 10 over, all right? She's going to get a nice little ticket, and that's it. Like relax yourself.
Look here.
Very insightful for a 4th grader. Listen.
Listen, like I remember I don't remember exactly what I said, but it was like I remember being like, your mom's not gonna go to jail. Like she was
Right.
just speeding a little bit. Like
Fucking
That's funny.
9-year-old just like, yo, chill.
yeah, it was getting on my nerves, bro. I was tired of it. I didn't want to hear that shit, bro. I'm trying to get to the wedding, man. I already got pulled over. You're wasting my time. All right?
Yeah.
I should have went with my mom. Your mom's speeding. Like, that was my mentality, dude. You know, that's what I was thinking the whole time.
Right.
Yeah.
Slow the fuck down, Miss Johnson. No.
I'm not gonna say her name, but that wasn't her name.
Yeah,
I remember
made 'em up.
she always gave me shit because she was a Patriots fan. Fuck the Patriots, man. Yeah, thank you. She always gave me shit, and at the time I was an Eagles fan, which is really fucked up because I'm a Cowboys fan.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't like the Patriots. I'm not the biggest fan of the Patriots either, and then you follow it up with that. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. It's like when I was really young, I had my favorite teams, and then when I like grew up and came to my senses, I had what I have now. Like in basketball, I was a Lakers fan. Really, I just went with like the good teams, when I was a kid. Like the Lakers were good. They made it to the finals and I think lost to the Pistons, and that pissed me off.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, dude. Yeah.
I didn't even think about basketball.
Yeah. I was huge into sports when I was young, dude. Basketball and football, that is. So I was an Eagles fan, and the Pats beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl. And, like, it was the worst feeling in the world, man. And then became a Cowboys fan. They've never made it to the Super Bowl since I've been a fan of them. Yeah. But last year, when the Eagles and the Patriots were in the Super Bowl, I had to go for the Eagles, dude. I was like, yes, let's fuck. Like, this is for my childhood self, dude. Like, yes, let's go. And they pulled it off. Finally, it wasn't with Donovan McNabb. That was the whole reason I liked the Eagles, by the way. He was my favorite player.
Yeah.
Donovan McNabb. And Kobe Bryant was my favorite player. That's why I was a fucking...
Did you ever play football in school?
I not, like, for my school, no. But, like...
You played football, tackle?
Yeah, in off leagues, yeah. 2 years.
Nick?
I never played football.
Neither did I.
I played soccer a lot. I played basketball a couple of years. And I ran cross country in high school for 1 year.
I was just wondering, because like when I was going through middle school, that was like the fucking thing to do. Everybody was on the fucking football team in middle school, right? But myself, I was already playing hockey, and I played a lot of fucking hockey. I was on the ice 4, 5, 6 times a week sometimes. And I did off-campus PE instead, where you get to leave a period early from your middle school instead of like having 7 full like classes. I had 6. And I bailed the fuck out of there while all my friends had 7 periods and then went to football practice.
I want to throw in there real quick that I only had 6 periods anyways. Go on.
Yeah, I had 6 in middle school and 6 in high school.
I'm sure our school days were the same length.
So yeah, they were like hour long. Yeah, I think
got the
periods were like 52 minutes. Like
mine were 50.
Yeah, they were like 6 50-minute periods or something like that.
Really? Mm-hmm. I feel like mine were 45. I don't know. I could be wrong. I barely remember middle school. But regardless, I got to leave a period early, and it was dope as hell. Better than football.
I played football for 2 years. The first year I was a quarterback. That's how I met John Gary. He was my center. The first year I was a quarterback. We, when you're young, you play like you don't have enough players to play like this is your offense, this is your defense. So I played. A position on both sides. Everybody did. So I was the quarterback and the safety. And then the second year, I was the wide receiver / running back. I did them both. And the cornerback. Yeah, and then I was a starting point guard for 4 years that I played basketball. Because I was a small guy. But I know how to dribble.
I didn't know that.
And I can still dribble. Yeah.
I won most improved
I bet I could outskate you guys, though.
I bet I could outskateboard you.
True.
That's the only real kind of skating, Lane. Just saying. I don't count no ice bullshit with blades, and I definitely don't count no goddamn like inline skates, bro. What is that shit, man?
Yeah, I don't either.
I can outskate you guys in school though by skating by, barely passing.
I didn't go to school. Well, actually, no. Technically, I barely passed high school. Well, no, I didn't do that bad in high school. It was mostly like 7th grade. I almost failed 7th grade.
I got a 28 in calculus my senior year. Like, quite literally out of 100, I got a 28.
I just did bad things that we don't really need to get into.
For the semester, I got a 28.
Yeah,
we got graded in 6 weeks periods. One of my 6-week periods was a 9.
Hell yeah.
My dude.
A 9.
My dude.
I didn't need it to graduate, and I totally said fuck that, and my parents didn't care. They got called about a dozen times, and they were like, I don't know, he's fucking almost 18, dude, he can do what he wants. Like,
I never actually failed anything in high school except for Spanish. Well, actually, that's not counting the year that I failed out. because I just didn't go to school for like 3-4 months. I just like was like, nah, I'll show up for a period or two and then go do other stuff. But yeah, that was ninth grade. So I graduated late, but like the last 2 years of high school was like, I mean, the only thing I failed was Spanish. Everything I was like A and B student.
Well, let me make myself not seem super terrible. That's the first 6 weeks, or the first semester, excuse me. There's 2 semesters of calculus. The first semester of calculus, I tried my ass off, and I got a D minus. And a D minus is not passing in high school, right? It would have been a 0 GPA regardless. Like, I don't get credit for it anywhere. I had to get a 70 or above, and I had a 62. In my first semester, and I was like, I am trying my ass off. I don't know this shit. Like, I give up. Fuck this. So for the second semester, I literally did nothing. Like, I'd draw pictures on my Scantrons and shit. I was that dude, right? And I literally took like a 2 on like a test before. There'd be like 50 points to get. I'd get 1, right? Yeah. So I didn't give a fuck the second semester. That was a decision I made.
See, the thing that happened with Spanish is I took Spanish online, so I passed 1 year of Spanish, but like the second year I just failed it completely. But the problem with it is I took the class online, right? And here's the thing, I took a couple classes online, and like all those classes except for Spanish, I cheated heavily in. Like, I mean, the internet's right there. I'm taking online courses. Dude, come on, dude.
I'm not gonna lie. I cheated in high school. The only thing that I didn't cheat in was my AP computer science class, because I helped everybody else cheat. I did all the work, and here you go.
The thing with the online school, though, dude, it's like they didn't call me out for any of the other classes, but they told me I was cheating in Spanish. And I was doing terrible, so I didn't understand why they thought I was cheating in Spanish. Apparently some of my answers were like I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't remember like what all their excuses were, but I had to take like some bullshit test like under supervision that was like super timed, and like it was. I was like, yup, like I failed that super quick, dude. I think I got halfway through the test and I was like, yeah, I just don't know any of this. I'm just gonna start like fucking filling in shit. Like, I don't even care anymore, you know? Like, I don't know, dude. That was bullshit though.
And let me also follow up on that shit. I then, after fucking saying fuck calculus, I'm done, I knew I was gonna go to school to do computer science, and I was gonna need to do calculus to do that. So I went back to summer school that summer. I did trigonometry and fucking pre-cal, and then I did accelerated calculus 1 and accelerated calculus 2 in college and got B's. So
bro, I barely made it through algebra. Like,
I managed. I totally like just did not give a fuck, and when I don't give a fuck about something, I'll check out. So
I cheated one time in recent memory, and I actually like got the worst grade on any test that I did, on any test that I didn't cheat on for the whole semester. And I'm like, wait, what? Bruh.
One of my favorite cheating stories that I have, probably the biggest deal of my cheating, or it wasn't even mine, it was a lot of people. So I had AP English like 5th period or something, and they were giving a test today, and first and second period took it. And, you know, it was really fucking hard. It's AP English, right? Unless you memorize that goddamn book, you're not going to know all the questions. So people were, like, Googling the questions afterwards and whatnot. And sure enough, they found the full fucking test online. Our AP English teachers copy-pasted an online test and gave it to us, you know, just willy-nilly. And
willy-nilly? Go on.
And of course you just go ahead and write down all the answers and, you know, you're good to go, right? Like, whatever, right? If you're going to make it that fucking easy on us, it's like, that's your own fault for not writing a goddamn test, right? So I was one of probably 40 or 50 kids that got above an 85. I got a 92, trust me. I'd never gotten a 92 on an AP English test before. And I only got a 92 because I purposely, you know, missed a few, right? That's what you're supposed to do. They came in the next day and they were like, so, we, we saw a little bit of an unusually high average score on this test. Da, 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 da.
Ice cream party.
We're going to give anybody who got an 85 or above a retake test. And that pissed a lot of the smart kids off, right? Like, who actually read the book and got above an 85. They're like, what the fuck? But they were like, if you read the book, you will definitely do good, on this next test. Don't worry, it's easier than the first one, like, here you go. And, sure enough, I came in during lunch because I think it was like a lunch detention thing. And I did my fucking test. And I got a 52. So that didn't go as planned. I see you, AP English, doing your shit. I did not read that book. I'm not a big reader. So that's my cheating story.
I can dig it. I don't really have a cheating story like that. I've been caught looking at other people's papers and they're like, stop that. I'm like, all right, that's about it. And, that's about the extent of my cheating stories, other than the fact that I got failed in Spanish for cheating when I wasn't cheating. So
damn.
But yeah, how about you, Nick? You got any cheating stories, bro?
I mean, other than what I said a minute ago.
Oh yeah.
I got a Chegg subscription just to answer one question on a test in recent semester. I paid, what is it, like $10 or $20 for a Chegg per month, and I got that shit in class to get one question right.
Dude, that's not worth.
Because I had to do well on the final. It was on a final.
That's solid.
Okay, if it's on a final, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
No, not I guess. I'd missed the question. I don't give that big a fuck to waste $10 on a Chegg subscription.
No, and it's funny because I sat like at the front too, so like she probably saw me.
Dude, that was the best part because I didn't do a lot of like on my phone cheating, but I saw tons of kids do on my. I was always way too paranoid. Like I'd rather just not do well. Like I'll give you what I know, and generally I'm pretty semi-smart. If I study, I can do okay. But I saw a lot of people like be really sly, and it worked like most of the time. It was pretty ridiculous. I've only once or twice did I ever see someone get caught, and I saw it dozens of times.
Oh, I've seen people get caught multiple times. I've seen people get caught at my work, dude, because you're not allowed to have a phone like on the floor.
Fucking high school never ends.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, it's very understandable why we can't have phones, like dealing with very personal information that, we can't record on our, like, we can step away from the computer, not do the job, like our phones, like, we have like a little break room, fuck around in there, but like,
then you can't come back for another 30 minutes.
Yeah, because my job's fucked up, dude. It's fucked, dude.
So
32 minutes. 32 minutes. It was originally 30. They upped it to 32 after everyone complained. I don't know. Fuck my job, dude. But the moral of the story, I take a shit when I get there and when I leave because I don't take any breaks, because I don't want to fucking sit there. And when I do, I mean, I sit in the break room with shitty internet because the Wi-Fi is not even fucking good, dude. So I can only load Twitter and I can't load any of the videos and barely any of the pictures on it. So
first world problems,
dude. Yeah, I just sit there scrolling shitty Twitter. So for 32 minutes, for 32 fucking minutes. Either that or I mean, that's usually after I go to Publix or PDQ and get a sandwich. You missing Publix, Lane?
I'm so missing Publix, indeed.
I'll send you a sandwich.
Do it, please.
Right.
You know what else I was missing was my car a lot. When I was in Cedar Rapids, I got a rental car, which first off is sick. Like, just getting a rental car, period, you're not supposed to be able to do that until you're 25. But apparently since I'm renting it through a company, and if I was to wreck the car or something, I ain't paying for it. They are, right? So I guess they trust me a little bit more or something. I got a rental car, which is so awesome. But they gave me a Hyundai Elantra. And this Hyundai Elantra, it was a 2018, brand new. Like, I put the 1,000th mile on it. but it's 140 horsepower, and it was pretty terrible, and I was hating my life.
Damn.
And
The company doesn't pay for a nicer car, man.
My coworker got a Nissan nice SUV. It's not a Rogue. It was the nicer one than the Rogue.
The Juke?
No, that's
Nah, Jukes are ugly.
the dweeby one. Yeah, it's the dweeby one. There's like a Nissan
You know, there's a
Pathfinder.
new.
Is that a thing? Is it a Pathfinder?
Yeah.
It was one of the big, like, nice Nissans. Yeah, I think that's it. And it was pretty fucking not bad. But they gave me a fucking Elantra.
Dude, there's plenty of, like, I mean, rental cars. There's plenty of fucking EcoBoost Mustangs and whatnot out there, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I went to National, and they gave me an Elantra. And it got me from point A to point B, but goddamn, it was really nice when I got home. And I don't have a manual car, which I hate my life. You should listen to
Let
Dakoteh
the record show that I told him every single day, like 90 times a day, to buy a stick. All right, and what did he do?
Listen to Dakoteh when you're buying a car, just like letting everyone know. But regardless, I still have a little manual select mode, and when I first got into it, I had to do just like a straight first gear pull, and the second gear and pull it a little, and
no clutch.
No clutch. No clutch at all, which makes me super sad. But compared to a Hyundai Elantra, I was much happier to be home.
Yeah.
Do not buy an Elantra is my advice to all of you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can agree
Don't
with
buy
that.
a Hyundai.
Genesis are nice.
Yeah.
The Genesis is pretty nice. They even have a 5-liter V8 option on the Genesis.
Yeah, the
over
Genesis
400 horsepower.
But it's also a G fucking copy. That's literally where they got the body design and the
Genesis?
idea. So
Yeah.
fuck you, G did it first.
Yeah, but I have a friend with a
hostile,
nice lower Genesis that just like
they're nice.
Ooh,
They're definitely nice.
It's blue. It's got these like aluminum like brushed wheels. Like
They're sexy, but they're just
coils.
G37s with hood scoops.
I don't know, man. It looks pretty nice, dude.
They're nice. You ain't wrong.
It looks pretty good.
You ain't wrong.
I know I'm not, dude, and I'm also right about buying a stick. So, for any of you out there looking for a brand new car, don't be a bitch, all right? Like Lane over here. Nick,
What's up?
you lease your car, don't you? So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can still get a stick, like, and lease it, but
Dude, I'm thinking about just buying my car when the lease runs out, depending on
buying the Rolla.
Yeah, just because it's a good college car.
Yo, can I like seriously? If we start like a GoFundMe or something for some coilovers, would you put them on it?
I'd contribute.
I don't know what those are.
Let's lower the Rolla, is what I'm saying.
Oh fuck!
Without you having to pay for it.
Yeah, I got.
And I'll install it, dude. I'll do it. Yeah, like free installation.
How much are coilovers for the Royal?
For the Royal.
Royal.
I don't know, dude. You're still probably looking at about $1,000.
I literally just typed into Google coilovers for the roll-up.
Dude, they should know what you mean. The Rolla.
Corolla coilovers probably will give you some better results.
What year is it?
2015.
Is it a sport?
Yes.
I don't think that makes a difference. I think the sport model just uses like a spoiler and like some kit. I think that's all it is.
It's just a body thing. It also has a sport mode, which I'm not quite sure what it even does.
BCs are still $1,000 for you.
Yeah. They're probably
$1,000?
Yeah.
$1,000. I mean, you can get some eBay coilovers, $200. Let's get you some $200 eBay coilovers.
Or we could just hockey puck it.
Yeah, do that.
Can I hockey puck it?
No.
I would buy you $200 eBay coilovers if you do it. Shit, that'd be great. If you do it and make a video on it.
Like if he hockey pucks it, like you.
That's free shit.
Yeah. I mean, well, you gotta buy the hockey pucks. How much is a puck?
Shit, $1 a puck if you get them used. Hell, you can probably find them new for that.
We need about 2 pucks, dude, per wheel. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. Well, we could do one, but that's really low.
Oh yeah, dude, just do one. You're
Nick,
good.
are
don't
you
know what
understanding
you
the
guys are
concept
talking-
here?
No.
Okay, so we drill a hole in a hockey puck. We take out your spring. That's we put the hockey puck in, dude. That's what. There's plenty of videos online how to lower your car for under $10. Like, and it's just like they're fucking scraping, dude. Like, yeah, man. Hockey puck.
Every time you go over a bump, it's literally like you don't you don't have any suspension at all.
Not at all, dude. It's pretty
There's
fucked.
so many speed bumps around me too.
Oh, dude, you'd be fine. It'd be great. You'd be rolling in style, rolling in style.
And train tracks.
Get some nice coils, bro, because coils are adjustable. You can move them up or down. You can get them at the height that you want them at. That's why I'm saying coils. So you can like eliminate that wheel gap without scraping the ground. You know what I mean?
True.
I mean, give it a cute little stance without being too terribly low. You can even raise it, but I would don't do that.
Not true.
Don't ever do that. All right.
That.
Don't do that.
I'm probably not gonna touch anything on my car.
You gonna put a sub in it though?
Could.
I
system?
might do if I buy it. I might do something with the sound system.
You gotta do something with the sound system. Like,
Just
with
do
the
a sub.
with the music
Take
that
it
you
from-
listen to. You gotta do
Yeah.
something.
Take it
Let's
from
do that.
somebody who had shitty paper Volvo speakers and still spent like $400 to get decent speakers in there. The only thing you really give a fuck about is the sub.
Yeah,
Like-
100%.
Like spin the it's if you get someone to install it, it's like $600. Like $600.
Yeah.
But
The-
it's so worth it. It's
The big
worth-
thing for me about spending money on stuff like that on my car and shit though is, starting next year I'm gonna have to pay about $25K a year for schooling,
Yeah,
and
damn.
I don't make $25K a year, so
Student loan. You're not gonna. You student loans.
Yeah.
is the
yeah,
way to
student
go.
loans 100%. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm not gonna.
Student
just
loans
bunch
make
of shit I don't
$25K a year.
need. The most irresponsible thing I'm gonna buy in the next year or 2-3 years is
It's
I'm just gonna
100
buy a streaming
Fortnite skins.
PC. Well, that's already happened. Not quite 100, but
True.
How much?
Too
You
much.
said you calculated how much money you spent on Fortnite. How much money have you spent on Fortnite?
I told you the range on the Discord.
I don't remember, dude.
Wasn't
I'll
it
tell
3
you
to
my
5?
number if you tell me yours.
You know your number?
I know like the range. Yeah, like it's within a $50 range. Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a $50 range then. Between 7 and 750.
Damn, that's more. I'm sitting between 250 and 300 when I figured it the other day. I did, yeah, 250, 300. And I'm waiting on one other skin to come out that I think is going to be a $20 skin. That I'm going to buy.
I've spent $20 on 2 battle passes.
But I think.
Yeah,
one
I
battle pass.
factored in the battle
Or-
passes and like the extra tiers that I bought and all the skins and everything. Like I factored all that in. 250
Yeah, mine
to
was
300.
just money in the game, not just
Yeah,
on
yeah.
skins.
Yeah. So money into the game is 250, 300 for me. Something like that.
Yeah.
750, Nick. Like, what if
Dude.
we factor in the Duel Links money into that? Like, god damn.
I know.
They need to make it where we can like trade shit, bro. Like,
No.
and like trade back for V-Bucks or something.
Nick's the dude on Twitter who's like, implement refunds, you bitches.
I mean, hey, I like most of the skins I bought.
They are dope.
Most.
They are dope as shit.
Yeah.
You gotta look fly when you're playing Fortnite. Come on.
Fortnite skins are pretty fucking dope. Like,
Yeah, I'm
You
waiting
gotta
on the
be
Fate
honest.
skin, man. I'm waiting on the, there's rumors that it's coming out tomorrow, which is when this video comes out, so I'm gonna fucking hope, but she looks like a goddamn Jedi, and there's no way I'm not buying that. Alright? Like, but I think it's gonna be a $20 skin, but I'm still gonna fucking buy it, dude. She's supposed to be an assassin, but she's got the hood and everything, and it looks like a Jedi, man. Like, it just looks cool as
dude,
shit.
when I told my dad how Fortnite, well, first off, I was like, Dad, you know Fortnite is making like 5 mil plus a day, right? And he's like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? And I'm like, it's a free game. He's like, how do they make money? And I'm like, people buy cosmetics. Like, do you know how hard that is to explain to an older person who has no idea about the gaming culture that is today.
Yeah.
He's like, people spend like, he's like, so what? They spend like 50 cents on like a little skin that they can wear or something, right? Like maybe $1 or
Try
something.
$20.
I was like, no, like 5 minimum. Like that's the cheapest shit you can find is like $3 or $5. Some of these skins are $20, and he's like, what? People pay $20 for a character, and he's like, fuck, no, they don't. He's calling bullshit on me. It's like, bro.
Nah.
It happens.
Yeah,
It
people are
happens.
that into Fortnite, dude.
Yeah, and I haven't even discussed my Fortnite skins and addiction with my parents, and I plan on it after I already discussed my Duel Links situation with them before, and that like yeah, and it's
I've never
like
explained anything like this to anyone.
I feel like I don't know, dude. I feel like they'd be like more understanding of the skins. I mean, obviously it's my money, like they don't give a shit at the end of the day, you know, whatever. But
Right.
like they'd be more understanding of the skins. They were just like cards, virtual cards, really.
True.
You know, I was buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I'm like, yeah, I have this card in real life, but now I also have it on my phone.
And if I don't die in one turn to a meta deck, I might be able to use it.
Right? Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't spend. I was in the triple digits, I'm sure. I'm 100% in Duel Links, but I don't know how much I spent.
I'm
Not.
glad I took down on that. Like, I haven't spent any money.
I'm
I didn't
so
spend as much as you
proud.
on that game.
No.
So
I
proud
probably
of my
spent more than that one
microtransactions. So proud. I've spent on all gaming microtransactions less than $100. That's including all phone app games, Fortnite, NHL games, like less.
There's
than
only
100.
been 3 games that I've like spent money on, like microtransactions. That would be Fortnite, Duel Links, and Pokemon Go when it was huge. But like other than that, and I spent like probably like $80 on Pokemon Go, like through its whole lifespan. Is it still going? Is it still now?
Yeah, people are
you
still
can add
real
people
into
now.
it.
You can
You
add
can add
people.
Yeah, friends
Yeah.
and shit.
Some dude died playing that game the other day. Like, I got fucking stabbed and robbed playing Pokemon Go. Like, some dude had multiple phones out. Like, apparently that's a thing. Like, having, like, I don't know why. Like, why are you having, do you have multiple characters? I don't know. But regardless, people have, like, multiple phones out. And, like,
I'm about to
if you're in
open
the
Pokemon
ghetto,
Go.
that's a quick way to get stabbed.
Oh,
Some dude
yeah.
got fucking stabbed, dude.
I still have the app, boys. We're loading it up. It's super bright. Let's go. Yeah, I just bought like Pokeballs and shit, you know?
Yeah.
You know, just like egg incubators. That's what I bought. That's what it was, dude. Yes.
Yeah, it's true.
That's
So
what
you
I
don't have
spent.
to walk miles and miles. No, but for real, it's still like the third biggest game on the App Store or something.
That's crazy.
Too big,
I
right?
haven't opened it in a minute. Do not trespass while playing Pokemon Go.
It's as far as like active players right now, it's like still top 5, and that's fucked up to me.
Boys, there's a couple Pokemons. A ball toy has appeared. We're gonna do some live Pokemon catching. You ready? We're gonna.
Oh my god.
I'm dead.
Oh, first try, boys. Well,
Lock the phone. What Nick literally said at the start of this episode, he's like, I'm putting my phone away, so I'm not even gonna have a distraction next to me.
nah, man, fuck that. I gotta catch them all, man. That's a brand new Pokemon. There's
My
another
phone has
one,
been
guys.
like this
a
the whole
Shuppet.
time.
I'm gonna catch this Shuppet. I missed the Pokeball. All right,
Missed
so
3 notifications.
hold on. Look, he's moving,
God damn
man.
it.
He's moving. Why is he moving? He went to the side.
I'm gonna need you to chill.
I think
He
I think
went to
this
the
is a
side
good,
again.
This is a good time
Relax.
to end.
Yeah, we can end the episode here.
We're kind of just going on playing games on our phones now.
yeah.
Yeah. It was a
Revive
good episode,
Pokemon
though.
Go.
Solid episode.
Don't. Let's not revive Pokemon Go. But yeah, it was a
Don't.
pretty solid episode. I had fun. I had fun this week, man. And we've gone over an hour.
Yeah.
So pretty solid episode. We can end on our synchronized goodbye if you guys would like to,
Down. I'm down.
like we always do. All right, you guys ready? Okay, thank you.
I'm
Thank you for
ready.
giving me an indication that you were ready. That's what I was waiting on. It was getting a little awkward there for a second. So 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
Bye.